Welcome to City Skylines and the city of Portmont. And I've got the game paused simply because we've got a tsunami coming in. I want to talk about that. And I want to talk about several things. But first I want to kind of talk about where we're going to go now from this point in the Let's Play. Because so far I've concentrated very much on unlocking the unique buildings which have a negative impact on the city, like unemployment, crime rate. Well, we've now got past that, so we can now start to focus on building the city up, spreading it, because there's a lot of work still to be done. You can see some of these here. I mean, this one's an interesting one, but we can do that later on, about all the tax rates at 4%. This one also is interesting. It relates to the tsunami. This is the disaster memorial, and what this unique building requires you to experience one of the 5 types of disaster, which is the tsunami, the earthquake, the meteorite strike, the lightning storm, and the sinkholes, I think it is. Is that 5? I can't remember now. So what you've got to do is experience each one of those to unlock that. But then, of course, as we move forward into some of these other buildings, you can see we've got to build a helicopter pads like that. And, of course, we've got some really slightly tricky ones as well. I think that some of them are down here, where we've got to have like 30,000 squares of residential zones. We've got to fill 5 instances of cemeteries. So there's a lot of interesting, unique buildings around. And one of the main things I want to do going forward now is starting to plan the wider large city. Because what you can see here is I really need to expand this city out. And to do that, I need to start moving these highways around. That's going to be the short-term focus of what I want to do. And to drive that process is, if I show you here, we are just coming up onto Big City, which is the reason why I actually had the game paused, because you can see we're going to unlock another tile, so we're going to be trying to do that. Also been trying to build up a little bit of cash because we've only got 109,000. Now I'm going to unpause the game. You can see we've got a tsunami coming in here. Now I'm pretty certain the tsunami is coming in from over here. It's not going to affect the city because we're on high ground. There's no way the tsunami is going to wash up onto this area here. I think that's the tsunami. It's very difficult to tell sometimes. Or was that just a cloud effect? Well, it's not important, guys. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is a comment from Snafu. Quite rightly reminded me that in my previous Let's Play, when we were looking at the campus, I completely ignored. There we are. So we've now got the big city. We've now got some more a new campus unlocked here. We've got a new square, we've got policies, we've got a crematorium, but of course because I need to build cemeteries to unlock the unique buildings, we won't be jumping straight in with the crematorium. We've got our first water treatment. Of course we're going to need the floating garbage to clear up all the mess in the water. I mean, we've got a track and field stadium to do with the educational system, and we've got a cryopreservatory, whatever that is. Now, going back to Snafu's comment, he quite rightly pointed out that in my previous Let's Play, I didn't do anything with post offices, and that's something I want to fix in this part. I'm going to get rid of that. So, and I can't remember where is the post offices. I think it's under transport, isn't it? There it is, yeah. We've got 2 post office buildings here. We've got small post office buildings that have got a little bit of noise pollution, and then we've got this one which is the main postal sorting facility, which is going to have quite a big impact. I mean, I'd like to put it into the industrial area. Actually, looks like this garbage dump is empty, so I think we can get rid of that. And I think we can set that to empty, so I can get rid of that as well. And maybe we'll rejuvenate the area by putting the main sorting office. Will that fit in there? It's going to take out that. But if we put the main sorting office in there, that affect the power. There we go. A little bit sketchy, but I think we'll be okay. Got to keep an eye on this traffic as well. We're going to have to do a little bit of traffic building up here as well, which is an issue. In fact, I'm kind of just going to do this, guys. That's annoying. This is not Yeah, we may have to do some work with that. I'm a bit worried about that. But I do have a possible solution for that in my wider scheme of plans. So we've now got our main post office here. You can see it says collects mail, unsorted mail, 500,000. Wow. Postal trucks in use. And the question now is we've got to find some commercial area to put down some small sorting offices. You can see the coverage. I don't think you can need to put many of these out. So if we put one there, oops, maybe another one there. I've got a water problem here. Oops, looks like I've actually got a big water problem. Pause. We got a problem with water treatment and the right. What we're gonna have to do is put that in there. That should, and then what we're gonna have to do is put some more. Put a water tower up here. Just gonna let that work through. Yeah, I think we'll put another one there. Yeah, we got a real bad flooding problem here, so we can't really build down here until we sorted that out as well. Let's check this now. Yeah, we got water situation here. Oh, got no power. Oh, we can put that in. Power into that there. Got lots of electricity. Now something else I want to do is move these wind turbines because they're creating a lot of noise down into this area. So what I'm thinking is we can hook up maybe, I mean I could put them here. So what we're going to do is hook these out. And we're going to have to be a little bit careful that I mean, we're probably going to move them even more later on. But, I just want to get them away from the main heart of the city. I'm going to check the power flow here. Have to be a little bit careful here. If we actually, if I hook that way, that will then, and we can hook this into here, and then that means as I take these wind turbines away and move them down here, so you cook out that one. So I just want to move these away so that they don't, so we can reduce the noise pollution in this area. I mean, it's a little bit of a tedious process. In fact, I could probably turn some of these off actually. Just put that there. Last one. And this is something that you do want. I mean, this is something you need to remember, guys. Is don't be frightened to move things around and just enjoy it. You know, nothing in this game is permanent. There we are. See, look, that really reduces the noise level down from here, and that should make things a little bit better up here. And we've still got the power connections through there. That opens up the possibility of maybe putting other buildings here. We got this area here, which is a little bit of a cause for concern. I want to check the garbage. Garbage processing is a little bit weak, and again we got the water problem here. I'm going to have to come out like this. Yeah. And of course we'll have to get rid of those abandoned buildings like that. Oh, that's not connected. Okay, that should everything up and running. Get back to just checking over the post office. And we've got good coverage or reasonable coverage. This area here. Maybe we'll drop another one just there, and that should give me really good postal coverage across the city. You see, we've got demand for residential. Now the next thing I want to fix, guys, is I know some of you are going to cringe at this, but I want to bring this through here like this, and that's going to cause a problem here and de-zone this area here, but it's not going to be that big a problem, because what I want to do is take out this area here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to build here, and I just want to take out through here and here like that. Leave this area here, because what I want to do is make this area into my heartland for my city, so that the city grows through here like that. And we got a little bit there, and then the idea is going to be that I'm going to push this residential area up here once I've got rid of the highway. The other thing I also want to do is, we've already got the coverage here for this back area, because what I want to do is make sure that I've got an old town heavy traffic ban restriction operating in this area here, so that when I open this up through here, I won't create a rat run for trucks. Right, so the next thing I want to do is just to see now what tile we're going to unlock. Now I'd really want to start to work on the ring road around the city, so I can push this city north. So, and I'll need to think. So we've got 1, 2 here. There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're not going to be able to get further out that way. We got 1, 2 there, so we got there, and then we got going south. And then we got, this is the centre, so we 1, 2. And eventually we'll be able to get that tile of the water, but we won't be able to go further out than that. Got some hills here, and we will be able to go out that way and this way. My instinct is to buy this tile here, even though it's going to be a bit of a problem with this highway here because we can't access it. I think I am going to purchase that tile there. It says telling me I've got a new building. What have I got from a new building perspective? Oh, that's probably the cryo chamber. Now what I want to do is, I've got this big roundabout here, and it looks like the traffic's eased off a little bit now. And then we got this roundabout here, which I want to keep, but at the same time what I want to do is push out more this way. Let me just check something. So we got 1, 2. So that would be 1, 2. That will go out that way. Got a little bit of a slope off the back here. So if I can put in, I mean, this is a little bit of a planning stage now, guys, and sometimes this is what you've got to do. I can put that in. That's gonna, yeah, I think if I can put that there, want it maybe out as far out as I can get it. Oh god. But I want it to point towards that junction there. I think if I can put that there. It's a little bit icky dicky there. I think we can leave that for the moment. I'm just going to join, if I can do it, we're just going to join this across the back here. Like this. Just to form a link. And then what we're going to do is push out like that. This highway. Now comes the fun bit, because we've got this bit of highway here which I can't remove. I would like to bring out a highway here. I would like another junction coming that will feed my industrial commercial area. Maybe I don't need to feed that straight away. Maybe I can. Let me just see. Well, the trouble is I don't have that much in the way of cash, so I have to be a little bit careful here, guys. That's 17,000. I can come in and say about like that. That's that one coming that way. And what we're going to do is just push. Now this may not be the final road, so I'm not going to be too fussy about the layout. What I'm going to do is just following this through. That. Also going to break the pause here, so because I'm going to have to break this now. I have to be a bit careful that I can't get in too close to this area here, so we may have to kind of botch this a little bit. Just, maybe if I go the other way, just take this back a little bit. And this is elevated a little bit. I can bring that in like that. I'm just going to unpause that. Now that's going to cause a little bit of mayhem with the traffic. But what that should do is send the traffic up to here and then bring it down that way. And what we're going to do is take out... Ah, wait, you're going the wrong way. No, they're being a bit thick. I'm just going to take out this area here like this. And what I'm going to want to do is put another roundabout out here so that we can pull the industrial traffic into this area. I don't think that won't let me delete that. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is go up here. Now this is going to really substantially interfere with the traffic. Do I really want to knock this down a little bit? I'm always reluctant to kind of mess about with the terrain because I just enjoy the terrain a little bit. Actually, do you know, my instinct is to move this further north a little bit. But then again, it doesn't really make that much difference. I think we're going to go with a... I'm going to put a roundabout here. Get that nice and straight. If we get put a 180 here. Yeah, going to go into the terrain a little bit there. I know I'm neglecting the city, guys, but I just want to get this in because I can't really address the industrial until I've actually sorted this area out. And what we're going to do is snick off that there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of a curve in like that. Of course, we're going to upgrade this. We want this to look great. Stop that. Take that out. That should then let me upgrade that. And what we're going to do, I think we can get away with a two-way road up here. Come up like that. Actually, if I come there, and we've now reached Grand City. We've now got a population of 22,000. We've got solar power, we've got our third loan, and a baseball park. And is sneak in like that. That should, and I don't want the junction there. So what we're going to do is put a junction there like that. What I want to do now is draw the traffic through here. It's not working that well, but never mind. And we got a little bit more commercial here. I think the city can handle having that. Well, what we can do is put a little bit more commercial on this road here, like that, just to suck that up a little bit. And what I want to do now is bring the heavy industry this way, which will then loosen up this area to become a proper farming area once we've unlocked this tile here. So I think we can get this to work. We're gonna have to use a metro system to connect this up into this area here. It's very hilly though, that's the trouble. Actually, let's see if we can suck up some of this stuff with the offices, just to drive this forward a little bit. For the moment, you can just put some offices across the back of there like that. Now, I don't really want to take the city any further this way, so oh great, that's in the wrong place. Never mind. If we come out like that, maybe we can come through like that. Take this back a little bit. Go up like that. Flip you that way. And then what we can do is just drop some couple of roads across like this. Maybe just drop a little bit of an enclave in there. What we can do is come across like this and like this for some commercial, and then going to drop some more in like that. Some offices across the back here like this, and of course we're going to put a little bit of a footpath in. Just stick a footpath across here like that. And let's have a quick check, fire check. And we've got a water problem. Should have known that. I'm just gonna let's get a fire station there. Oh, got no fire station up here either. Okay. Then maybe we'll get another one over here like that. About police coverage. Yeah, maybe we need a police station tucked in here just to get everything going. We also need a prison, because one thing you do need is that when the police stations fill up, let's just have a quick check to see what the we got our criminal holding cells are full, so we're going to need to get in a prison somewhere. Maybe if we put the prison out the back of here somewhere. Again, we can always move it later on should I need to. Put that back on. Yeah. Just hook this up. Move you over a little bit, and that means we should. I thought I moved you over far enough. Okay, let's just move you into there so that you're not annoying me. And if I come this way, because there's a bit of a slope there, so, and what we can do is put the prison about there, we'll just put this up through here like that, and of course we're going to have a water problem, so we're going to hook that up like that and across like that. And what we could do is, it's a bit big, put a small park there. That will offset the negative effect of the prison, and that will actually fill in that grid there. Everything is looking good from that perspective. Now I need to think about how we're going to get this highway up to here. But at the same time, now we've got an area down here because the map, just check the map again. Yeah, so we're going to come off here. We can expand this way. So what we're thinking is we're going to need another Cloverleaf Junction to feed down into this area. So if I can put that in first, and I'm just going to put it in. I want it to line up with this downslope here. If I can put that in, and maybe over a little bit of a smidge like that. And then what we can do is plan to run the highway across here. Put the money for it. So it should be okay. So we've got the highway there. The game's just going to go. We snick this and that like that. Actually quite like that viaduct 6 situation there, and hopefully this will it's just take that back. Sometimes it actually pays to put the bridge in first and then blend this in afterwards. We're not going to get anything better than that, are we? That can come. That now gives us the road connection through here. And what we're going to need to do, how much money have I got? I've got enough money for this. So we're just going to have to pause now because we're going to have to break this connection here. Like that. We're going to take this back to there. Now eventually we will probably have another connection here that will go down there. So we're just going to... I'm not going to worry too much about the connection here for the moment. I'm probably going to break that link there. You can come in like that because we've broken the power lines here. Kick that across like that. These are probably in the wrong way round. Let me just get back to the highway. Yep. I did it the wrong way around. Never mind. I'm going to join this here like this. Of course, this is going to really disrupt the city. Oh, it's a bit close. What we're going to have now is this connection here. And now I don't want this to be connected to the highway, so we've got a lot of traffic along here that's going to get lost, and what we're going to do is discourage these guys. take out this section of the highway here. So we don't take out the power lines. So we're now pushing all the traffic up here into here, which is now flowing down here. And that's effectively created a big ring road around the top of the city. It's now given me the space to expand. And what we will do is take this out as a feeder road, which will probably eventually come through to here. I'm saying what we will do then is improve this feeder road here and allow us to expand out the commercial. Probably going to put probably a fairly large commercial area up here. So what we'll have to do is probably come out to here and build a roundabout. One thing I do want to do is tidy up this river. And we do we see? That's going to be a little bit. If I take off the that's because of that there. Snick off that bit there. Right. The reason for that is that this is flooding out this way. So if we, you know, a little bit stronger. Ow. Ah. Wow, that was a bad mistake. Gonna bring. We just. Fill this up. And what this is going to do is actually cause some flooding in the city. I'm not careful. I'm just going to just push this back out here like this. There we are. There's the flooding. But I suppose that gives me a good reason to put in a pumping station. Where can we put a pumping station in? I mean, this is my utility area. As far as I know, pumping stations don't create pollution. I'm just going to pick that up. What the pumping station will do is send out trucks who will come down here and dry this area out. Not that it's actually going to need it, but it's a bit of fun to have a pumping station in the city. Anyway, back to what I was doing. I'm just going to smooth this out a little bit through here like this. And I can smooth this area out as well. I have to keep an eye on the soil availability. Just push this through like this. Give this river a pretty defined channel. If you push it out a little bit further and maybe bring it over this way a little bit like this. Oops. Moral of the story is don't press the movement keys whilst actually doing this. And then what we should be able to do is up this and run along the edge like this. And along like this. And that will keep the river contained. And I think what we're going to do now is I've got a little bit of demand for commercial and for things. So what we're going to do is, because we got this road coming this way, I can keep a band of oops, put that in. What I want to do is keep a little bit of, let's probably come out a bit too far. Actually, I can keep that for the moment. Now just trim it back a little bit. I can... No breakthrough here. No, we have to come through like that. This is my Institute of Technology here. I just come through. Maybe another one like that. Pick you up like that. And what we're going to do is just squeeze this through here like this, around the back of this residential here, and just fill that in like that. Like that, and then what we can do is just squeeze on some high density commercial out like this here, and maybe another layer out like this. Now this is going to generate traffic, but we will have our new highway type junction coming in through here. What we'll probably do is put a roundabout about here, or maybe up on this hill here, and that can feed into this area here. And what I'm going to do is splodge in a row of offices here, and I think we can come out like that, build up through like that, and some more offices there, and then we're going to put some high density. Of course, we're going to get a water problem, so we need to get this put in straight away. Got a garbage problem developing as well. We'll just have to be a bit more creative in that area. So we've got this building up here, and that's now absorbing that area there. Yes, I know I can't do anything until I unlock that square. Okay, time's pushing on now, and I don't want to start anything new here. So what I'm going to do is just check the traffic situation. We've got some high density traffic here, but I've got a feeling it will settle down. I think this is partly the consequence of me disturbing the traffic flow from around this area here. Plus there's traffic coming through here, which could be a bit of a problem, but I'm going to let this, see if this settles down before I do anything, because we got this connection here. So in theory, more traffic should be going out that way. And of course, eventually, once we've got another connection going through there. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. So in the next part, we will sort out this area here with a road connection, probably to come round through over the top here, which will act as a local road. But we will seed it off here. So I'm just going to do this while I'm thinking about it. What we will do is paint this out like that, and so that will make sure there's no rat run here. I think we will then, and I should just trim that back a bit because I don't want to get too close to the highway. And then we will have another commercial area up here, so we will probably extend this residential area out this way as well. In fact, what I might do, guys, is I'll work on this area off camera, because it's going to take a little bit of work to sort out building a roundabout up here, because I probably would like to bring the roundabout out here. Actually, I'm going to think about it, because what I might do is come into here with the feeder road here, but not actually go through to here. And then we'll actually bring this road up. What I could do is, no, I'll think about that off camera, guys. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.